Okay, so now we know that the most common paths are in the middle. How many paths are possible? How do you think we'd get there? Well, we know there's 1 here, 5 paths down to here, 10, 10, 5, 1. Maybe we add them up to see how many possible paths or outcomes are there when we flip this coin 5 times. So let's add up all these numbers then to see how many paths there are. Well, we have 2 10s, so 2 times 10 is 20. We have 2 5s. 2 times 5 is 10. Add those guys together, we get 30. 32. So we have 32 possible outcomes. So what this is saying is that we'd expect the proportion, and all the proportion is we're just taking the number of times that we would see that path divided by the total number of paths. The proportion of these outcomes would be 1 over 32. This one would be 5 over 32. This would be 10 over 32. 10 over 32. 5 over 32. And 1 over 32. So I wonder what the sums are for the other ones. Well, if we cut it off here, that would be what would happen if we flipped the coin 4 times instead of 5. So let's see. When we have 2 4s, that's 8, plus 6, which is 14, plus 2 1s, which is 16. All right. If you think about it, 16 is half of 32. If you add 16 to 16, you get 32. Let's keep going. Let's look at 3 flips. So we're looking at this line here. Here we have 3 and 3, which is 6, plus 1 and 1, which is 8. Oh, that's interesting. Look, 16. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So what do you think the next one will be if we go up to 2 flips? Let's see if you're right. We have 2 plus 1 plus 1. 4. Were you right? Look, there's half of 8 again. And then we go up to the next one, we have 2. Right? Half of 4. And then the top one is just 1, so half of 2. So if you look along this diagonal here, we see that, well, the first one is just 2, but you could write 4 as 2 times 2, or we could write 2 to the power of 2. And you could actually write 8 as 2 times 2 times 2, which is just 3 2's, right? And then 16 is 2 times that, which is 2 to the power of 4. What do you think 32 is then? You got it. It's 2 to the power of 5. So it's 2 multiplied by itself 5 times. Isn't math fun? So why are we seeing this cool pattern of 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 3? Well, let's think about it. This first 2, why is it 2? Well, it's 2 because on a flip, one flip, we could end up with red or yellow. So there's 2 possible ways, right? Well, down here when we come to 2 flips, well, on the first flip, there's 2 possible outcomes. Well, on the second flip, there's also 2 possible outcomes. So there's 2 times 2. So on the first flip, we could end up with red or yellow. And then on the second flip, we could end up with red or yellow, regardless of what we started with on the first flip. So there's 4 different outcomes. If we were going to keep going down to 3 flips, well, each of these are going to have 2 possible outcomes. So every time we add a flip, we're doubling the possible outcomes. And that's why we have to multiply by 2 each flip that we add.